Welcome to another video, guys, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 10 stupid arguments about Grand Theft Auto that makes no sense. Number 10. You've all heard this before. GTA is a mass murder simulator that causes violent behavior. The argument is that anyone who plays the GTA games is essentially being trained to commit mass murder and acts of vicious destruction. For starters, anyone who tries to compare pressing the R2 button with pulling the trigger on a gun is already starting off on a weak point. GTA makes absolutely no effort to prepare people for the physical and psychological realities of killing someone. It doesn't tell you how to obtain, clean, load, or fire a gun in any way whatsoever. If someone acted violently and happened to play GTA in their spare time, there's a good chance they already had violent tendencies. Most well-adjusted people use these games as an outlet to blow off steam and relieve stress. Number 9. GTA needs to be more realistic. The argument is, the goal of the series moving forward should be to get more realistic with each passing game. Future titles should include more believable combat mechanics that ensure death if the player is hit with more than 2 bullets, and down-to-earth features like cars needing to be refueled, the requirement to exercise and eat like in GTA San Andreas, and so on. Why it makes no sense. Imagine having an epic standoff with the police and in 3 seconds when a helicopter wastes you in a hail of gunfire. That would suck. And also needing to refuel the car is just tired busy work that nobody likes doing in real life, let alone a video game. Number 8. The series is getting worse. The argument is that though most people agree that the release of GTA 3 was a groundbreaking leap forward for the series, since GTA 4 in particular, a certain quarter of fans have argued that the series isn't fun or as ambitious as it once was. Why it makes no sense. While GTA 4's lack of features was a tad underwhelming following the brilliance of San Andreas, it certainly wasn't a major step backwards, and GTA 5 definitely wasn't either. The absurd technological leap graphically combined with added online features and the character switching mechanic for GTA 5 in particular continued to demonstrate Rockstar's ridiculous ambitiousness to constantly moving the series forward in exciting new directions. Number 7. GTA glamorizes crime and gang culture. The argument is that GTA is a game about men robbing, killing, getting laid, and basically to build empires for themselves. The stories and gameplay are rooted firmly in the crime genre, and some feel that the game's attitude to all the murder causes them to glamorize the crime and gang culture at heart of these titles. Why this makes no sense, guys. As is a bulletproof argument against much of these issues against the series, GTA is supposed to be a parody, with its tongue lodged firmly in its cheek at almost all times. Sure, the game does undeniably make it feel like a total badass to kill everyone in your general neighborhood, but the storyline also makes sure to undercut and mock the supposed awesomeness of being a violent criminal. Throughout the game, Trevor, Michael, and Franklin are made to look extremely foolish and stupid, and in Trevor's case, insane, and each endures some pretty hefty personal costs in the pursuit of their huge fortunes. Number 6. GTA 5 is racist. The argument. GTA 5 has especially gotten plenty of heat for its apparently racist deceptions of black people in particular. The evidence branches from the use of the N-word throughout the constant deceptions blacks as criminals and gang members. The parents' reactions to Franklin's dialogues with Lamar and other black characters completely ignore the fact that Rockstar recruited actual gang members to record the game's dialogue and invited them to tweak anything that didn't sound authentic. All the game is doing is holding a mirror up to the gang culture in Los Angeles. This is how black gangsters might talk to one another. In addition, it's worth considering that Franklin is easily the most likable of the 3 main characters, and the other 2 main criminals are white. Furthermore, it's clear throughout the game that Rockstar is not racist, as they mock everyone from blacks to Asians, and whites are probably the most stereotyped race in the entire game, given the abundance of rednecks kicking around Los Santos. Number 5. GTA takes itself too serious these days. The argument is that since GTA 4, some hardcore GTA fans have expressed displeasure that the series storylines have gotten way too serious and grounded far away from more cartoonish mayhem of the earlier games. Why it makes no sense. Though the GTA series certainly has had a focus on telling a more cinematic and realistic story since GTA 4, it's a mistake to suggest that the games have lost their fiercely funny undertone, given how the brilliantly laced with the parody of the 2 most recent GTA sequels are. The pop culture parody in fact reached the overjoyed fever pitch in the 5th game. While the newer games might treat characters' deaths like Kate or Roman in GTA 4 with a little more importance, it certainly doesn't cast a dark cloud over a game that still has emphasis placed squarely on fun. Number 4. GTA needs a movie adaptation. The argument. As the movie adaptations of video games continue to disappoint, many have asked why GTA series hasn't yet been made into a movie. After all, the focus on action and colorful personalities would make it an instant box office hit, right? Could be the video game movie that finally works, right? Why? It makes no sense. This is a terrible idea because GTA as a video game functions as a parody of American crime movies from the likes of Martin Scorsese and Michael Mann. It is basically the video game equivalent of an epic crime movie, and so to simply remake that game into another movie will make it feel like a heavily weak version of said Scorsese and Mann movie. Rockstar are clearly well aware of this, as they've stayed away from numerous offers to make a GTA movie. Hopefully they'll keep it that way because it would probably suck. Number 3, GTA is sexist. The argument. GTA unfolds from a man's perspective, and as such it's rather unsurprising that some have taken it to a task for its representation of women as a second-class citizens of sorts. From the ability to screw hookers and subsequently beat them to death, to the strip clubs and overall lack of various of female characters, some have dismissed Rockstar as a bunch of sexist to juvenile male fantasy. Why? It makes no sense. Rockstar have commented on a lack of female protagonists before and made one point very clear. GTA is a study maleness, and to throw a woman into the mix for the sake of it would just be horrible. While it's certainly a shame that there aren't more likable supporting female characters, to call the game sexist is fundamentally ignore the fact that it's a parody of ego-driven masculinity, allowing players to indulge in pure macho behavior in a way that's intentionally ridiculous and otherworldly. That's intentionally ridiculous. Critics definitely have a point about the lack of female agency, but to call the game sexist for focusing on and widely mocking male identity is to blatantly miss the point of the whole series. Number 2, exposure to GTA will ruin your child's life. The argument. One of the more vocal complaints about GTA series is that it needs to be kept away from the eyes of children, and that exposing a youngsters to everything the game has to offer will completely corrupt them. Leave polite young Timmy alone with a copy of Rockstar's latest game, and a few hours later you'll meet a violent, foul-mouthed maniac who will start humping your leg. Why? It makes no sense. Though few people are going to advocate allowing a 5-year-old to spend all their after-school time playing GTA, there is no casual link proving that someone under the age of 18 playing the game is going to become sex-crazed, aggressive psychopath beyond what hormones already do to a teenager's brain. The "won't someone think of the children" argument is unreasonable when rating systems are already in place to stop kids from buying video games. And really, it's down to parenting. If you feel like a 13-year-old is mature enough to enjoy GTA without becoming a warped lunatic, then it's your right to allow them to play the game. Most kids these days play GTA long before they were allowed to, and did many of them act out accordingly? Absolutely not. And number 1, GTA is the lowest common denominator entertainment for idiots. The argument. GTA is one of the best-selling video game franchises of all time, and its base thrills of killing civilians, driving cars with reckless abandon, blowing shit up, and making fat stacks of cash are simply appealing to the lowest common denominator, wish fulfillment illusions of the dumbest, most useless, and least social people in society. It is on the bottom rung of intellectual nourishment and contributes to losing brain cell culture along with 50 Shades of Grey and Adam Sandler movies. Why this makes no sense. Though on the surface of GTA might seem like a simplistic game about murder theft to the outside observer, playing the game for more than 10 minutes will reveal the humorous layers. As a send-up of game culture, masculinity, and America as a whole, it's a game that like no other merges artistic goals of pure fun thrills. If people can't see that, then it's their loss at the end of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, guys. Like the video and subscribe. Peace out.